What is going on, everybody? I hope and pray that y'all are just doing incredibly well. So, on this video, I want to talk about something a little bit different, and that's terminating contracts, right? So, I had one of my members in my mentorship in the Corral community was talking to me, and they had a couple of contracts that they had to terminate, and then now it comes a point where they're ready to get some more deals. They actually have a couple of deals lined up that are ready to go, but they're trying to find end buyers for. So I want to talk through that with y'all. And prayerfully, this will add value to you too if you ever find yourself stuck in that situation. But first, please like, subscribe, share. You already know, check the description below. I have some amazing events coming up, from a live 3-day event, a live in-person exclusive mastermind style here in Dallas, Texas. So check those things out. But let's talk about terminating contracts. Now, first and foremost, one of the biggest fears that new investors have when they are getting started is not being able to find an end buyer. I want you to know that that is okay. It's a part of it, all right? In fact, on average, I would say, you know, 60, 70% of our deals will actually go to the closing table. So that means that on a good month, 7 out of 10 actually go to the closing table, and we have to terminate 3. Okay. Like, that is a part of it. No harm, no foul. Right now, nobody wants to terminate a contract. Okay. But there's several reasons on why we may have to terminate a contract. Perhaps we don't find an end buyer. Maybe there's title issues. Maybe there's airship issues. There's a number of reasons that can go on. But I just want you to know that it is a part of the business. That's like owning a restaurant and then saying you don't want to open up the doors because you're scared of a dish to break, right? How many times have you been at a particular restaurant and you hear a waitress or somebody drop a glass or break a plate or something, right? It's going to happen. It's a part of business. The same thing applies here with real estate, okay? Contracts are going to get terminated. Now, I will say something here. A lot of the families that we are helping and serving are in distress situations, meaning they're facing foreclosures or they have issues going on. So when we know that things aren't going to be moving forward, we let those sellers know this as soon as we possibly can. Okay. In fact, even at the beginning, when I believe that things are a long shot, because I use investor base to find end buyers, let's say I go on there and I don't see many end buyers in this area. There could be less than 5, right? And so I will let that seller know at the very beginning, hey, Mr. Seller, well, we normally don't buy in this area, but I tell you what, let's go ahead and see if we can move forward. But I will let you know if any of our private money lenders aren't able to move forward, or our partners don't want to move forward on this deal because it is a little outside of our buy box. So this is kind of the way I verb it or word it, to where I'm setting the expectation to let them know that, hey, this is a long shot. There is a chance that we may not get this property closed. Okay. So I think that as long as you do things in an ethical manner, in a timely manner like this, like, for example, we always put a 30-day option period and a 30-day close on our properties, but I would never string a seller along for 30 days. We're going to let them know as quickly as we possibly can. So I think that's just the main thing that I wanted to share here on this video. I don't want to make it too long, but I want to just really emphasize the importance to know that contracts are going to get terminated, and it's a part of the game. Don't let it throw you off your game. Oh, another thing that I actually want to mention, how this particular community member was kind of hesitant to get those properties under contract. They're trying to line up the buyer first. We don't want to do that. Okay. There's nothing wrong with building out your buyers list. but you should absolutely not in any form or fashion be sending out a deal that you do not have under contract. Absolutely not. Okay. Remember that contract is what protects you and your equitable interest in that property. So you want to make sure that we're not doing that. Okay. Get it under contract first. And remember that option period is what gives us the ability to terminate these contracts. No harm, no foul, and walk away. Okay. So you have nothing to lose at the end of the day and trying. Even if you only make $2,000 on the deal, right? I know it's not ideal, but you made $2,000. You made you a small little assignment fee to have a decent steak dinner and a good bottle of bourbon one night, right? And you move on to the next, and you were still able to help a family out. So just know that you pretty much don't have nothing to lose there. But I hope this was helpful. Yeah, y'all have a beautifully blessed one, and I'll see you on the next.